All right, y'all. Let's do the top 10 NFL players currently. Let's just go straight to it. I'm gonna go in the regular. I'm gonna go in order. I'm not gonna do a countdown. Number one, I got the quarterback Patrick Mahomes. Last year, he won a Super Bowl MVP. He won a Super Bowl MVP in 2019, 2018. He won a league MVP through 50 touchdowns. Basically, last year he had 4,031 yards. He missed 2 games though. 26 touchdowns, only 5 picks. He could have had a case for MVP if he would have played those 2 games. He made 2 Pro Bowls so far in his career. 1 first team All-Pro. The year that just passed, Jackson made the first team, so only 1 quarterback make it. He ended up winning the Super Bowl. Had a successful playoffs and everything. Like, Mahomes is the best player in the league to me, hands down. Second, I'm gonna go Russell Wilson. I don't know. I had my quarterback. I had Wilson ahead of Jackson, but if you look at overall player, no, you know what? But then if I do that, then Jackson should be number 1 if we're going overall. But I just stick to my thing. Like I judge Lamar Jackson just as a quarterback because athletically he's the best player in the league, as far as running and throwing. But I go Russell Wilson. Just the longevity. He had 4,110 yards last year. They won 11 games last year. Had no business winning 11 games with the talent. I think 31 touchdowns and 5 picks. Russell Wilson made he never made a first team All-Pro. He made 6 Pro Bowls so far in his career, but we talking about currently. So I got Russell Wilson, the second best player in NFL. Number 3, I got the quarterback for the Ravens. I just talked about Lamar Jackson. I just think Wilson just played better in the playoffs and he's more calm under pressure. But Jackson is if you're going by overall athlete player overall, probably Lamar Jackson is number 1. But I'm judging him as a quarterback. So I got Mahomes and Wilson to me is better quarterbacks than Jackson. But to me, overall player, athletically running, Jackson probably the best player in the NFL. So let me clear that up. Jackson won league MVP, 13-2 as a starting quarterback. He sat out the last because they already had home field advantage throughout the playoffs. 265 completions for 401 attempts, 66% completions, 3,127 yards, 36 touchdowns, only 6 picks, 208.5 yards per game. And his quarterback rate was 113.3. And then rushing, let's see. I don't know how many rushing yards he had. It don't show, but it's on here somewhere. Oh, here we go, rushing. He rushed for 1,206 yards and 7 touchdowns. So total 1,206. So total he had 1,206. So that's 300. So he had 4,300 yards. Over 4,300 yards total from scrimmage. And won the league MVP, so he has to be in my top 3, man. Mahomes the lead from MVP from 2018. Russell Wilson just the clutchness, the whatever team he on they win, and then Lamar Jackson MVP from this year. The 4th best player might surprise some people, but it's the 2-time defending champ. Let me say this: J.J. Watt is not on here, but he's injured last year. I think he could come back. But I do have J.J. Watt in my top 10 defensive players all time. I don't care. 3-time defensive player of the year is enough said. But I'm talking about right now. I think at this moment Donald is better. But Donald had 12.5 sacks as a D tackle. Donald is the 4th best player in the NFL to me. He made 5 All-Pro teams already. I think that's his first team too. So he made first. He been in the league 5 years. 1, 2, 3. He been in the league. He played 6 seasons and he made All-Pro first team 5 times. So that's ridiculous, man. Donald is already D tackle. He already top 5 D tackle and probably top 10 lineman ever already. He won Defensive Player of the Year in 18 and 17. He won Defensive Player of the Year 17 and 18, and Defensive Rookie of the Year in 14. Like I said, 5 first team All-Pros and 6 Pro Bowls. So all 6 years he made the Pro Bowl. Aaron Donald is the beast, man. I got a defensive player as the 4th best player in the NFL. The 5th best player in the NFL is the running back from the Giants, Saquon Barkley. I love Zeke. I love what's the other power back? Gurley and all those guys. But to me, Barkley is the number 1 running back. What's him and between him and McCaffrey? But I get it. It's to Barkley. Barkley had 1,000 yards last year. He missed 3 games. Those 6 touchdowns, 4.6 yards a carry, 77 yards a game. Yeah, that's it for Saquon. He played like a Barry, man. I ain't gonna go to that level, but he only 23 years old. His first 2 years, he had 1,307 and 1,000 yards. So Barry played 10 years, had 1,000 yards every year. So Barkley can do the same thing. Barkley's a Pro Bowler. I don't think he made the Pro Bowl last year. He missed 3 games, but that's Barkley. That's my top 5. Mahomes, Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson, number 2. Then Lamar Jackson, number 3. Aaron Donald, 4. Saquon Barkley, 5. Christian McCaffrey is 6. what he can do running the ball and out the backfield. It's just that the Giants used him more, and I think they'll be better. But he had 1,387 yards and 15 touchdowns, and then receiving he had 1,005 with 4 touchdowns. So he had 19 touchdowns total last year, and he had 1,000, 2,300, almost 2,400 yards from scrimmage. He's a one-time Pro Bowler and one-time first-team All-Pro in his career. Christian McCaffrey's a dog. He only 24 years old. He just turned 24 last month. So shout out to Christian McCaffrey. I got him the 6th best player in the NFL total, 2nd best running back. Number 7. It was tough between these two. They both teammates. Michael Thomas is number 7. My personal opinion, I take D-Hop, but the numbers don't lie, man. I can't be biased. 149 receptions for 1,725 yards, 9 touchdowns, 107.8 yards per game. How many touchdowns? 9 touchdowns. Michael Thomas won Offensive Player of the Year as a receiver. He made 2 first-team All-Pros and 3 Pro Bowlers in his career so far. So I got him the 7th best player and the 1st best wide receiver. Then the 4th best quarterback to me is Drew Brees, and he's the 8th best player in the NFL. He made 13 Pro Bowls so far in his career. One-time first-team All-Pro, Super Bowl champ. I'm just saying the accolades, but I know I'm doing right now. But he won Offensive Player of the Year in 2008 and 2011. He had some debate for MVP a lot of years. So he had 2,979 yards, but he missed 5 games. He only played 11 games. 27 touchdowns, only 4 picks, and his quarterback rating was 116.3. Now, that's crazy. Then last year it was 115.7 in 2018, the year before last. And he led the lead in that. 270.8 yards per game for Drew Brees. So the 8th best player, Drew Brees, the 4th best quarterback. And then that's it for the quarter. I don't have no more quarterbacks on here. Then D-Hop is DeAndre Hopkins. So if you're going by talent, I think DeAndre Hopkins and Odell Beckham is the best 2 receivers, and AB, them 3. But AB not playing right now. But then the other 2 guys, Julio Jones and Michael Thomas. Like Julio's just a freakish athlete. And Michael Thomas, he's a good route runner, and he's taller. So it's just like those are my top 5 receivers right there. But he's a 3-time first-team All-Pro, DeAndre Hopkins, 4-time Pro Bowl. He's going to be in Arizona this year with Kyler Murray. He had 104 catches for 1,165 yards, 7 touchdowns. 1,165 and 7 touchdowns, 77.7 yards per game, which is not bad at all. 77 yards a game is great. Anytime, if you get over 70 yards per game, that's pretty good to me for a wide receiver. And then the last player, I had to put him on here. I had the MVP on offense. And now I had to put Stephon Gilmore, the 10th best player in the NFL. He's a cornerback, 2-time first-team All-Pro already. He won Defensive Player of the Year last year. He's a Super Bowl champ and a 3-time Pro Bowler. He had 6 interceptions for 126 yards and 2 touchdowns. 64 was his longest. 20 pass deflections in 1 season. They got to be up there with the best, at least in the past decade, the 2010s decade. He had 1 fumble recovery. 53 tackles, 44 of them was solo, 9 assists. He ain't had no tackles for a loss of quarterback hits, of course, because he's a corner. But that's Gilmore, man, and he's a good cover corner too. So, but Gilmore won Defensive Player of the Year. To me, that puts you in the top 10. You the best defensive player for that season. So I had Aaron Donald, the best defensive player, and Stephon Gilmore 2nd. So I had the list again. Number 1 is Patrick Mahomes. Number 2, Russell Wilson. Number 3, Lamar Jackson. 4, Aaron Donald. 5, Saquon Barkley. 6, Christian McCaffrey. 7, Michael Thomas. 8, Drew Brees. 9, DeAndre Hopkins. And 10, Stephon Gilmore. That's the top 10 NFL players currently of 2020, basically 2020.